Chapter 4. Reveinne could not take her eyes off the car parked in the driveway. When it was day, the grandson of his friend is coming grandfather during their stay at home in Nueva Ecija. Abuelo teases him about it every day for marrying his friend's granddaughter. Sometimes he wants to be angry with her because when it will squeeze him, its use of its health is something it is not he can refuse. The man walking towards these tall them. He could not dress up the form much, it's because the sun is going down. Neither the shade of the trees help to environment that covers almost the entire face this. But that's just the invasion of he was shocked to see the appearance of the newcomer. No, it can't be, his mind said. He also saw a glimmer of recognition in its eyes when there's met look why just play the game? Fate? Who else is the expected person? He will never see that again in front of him now. He could barely move where he stood. He seems to want to kiss her even more of a strong whirlwind and swept away distant place. Neptali, son, his grandfather greeted happily. My grandson, and I thought you would never come. Good evening to you, Don Bartolo. The man responded politely. Good night to you too, beautiful lady. He said this to him. Reveinne, Hija, she is Neptali, the granddaughter of my friend Fortune. Neptali, my Reveinne's granddaughter, her introduction grandfather to them. It's like his people want to melt bones because of the very sweet smile that shone on lips of Neptali. He clung tightly to his grandfather's wheelchair like that, taking strength. If he doesn't, that is, he might suddenly fall. Hi, he replied sparingly. He thanked her for pretending they don't know each other. When it happens to be he did not know how to answer those asked the grandfather. Come inside. I'm sure you're hungry, long trip. His grandfather invited it has come in. Your hacienda is very big, Neptali commented. Let it go. Tomorrow I will accompany you to my grandson will tour the entire hacienda. Grandpa, he said indignantly. Not yet, it puts him in a position he and Neptali are independent. If now he was in front of him with the abuelo, he was almost restless. What if just the two of them? I would love to, he answered with a smile naftily. Oh, God. He was sure to push her grandfather to accompany the man tomorrow. He knew there was something else playing in its mind. While the three of them were eating, he was not there. Mute his questioning is constant grandfather of Neptali. It's patient, answered his grandfather. He just breathed a sigh of relief after the coffee them and the talking about them. When it is his grandfather said goodbye to rest. He has already accompanied her. A while ago, Reveinne was tossing and turning in bed. Sleepiness did not visit him. He is troubled by Neptali's arrival at the hacienda. He seems to want to withdraw from what was given, he answered his grandfather. He thought it was everything will be easy. It turned out he was wrong. Just getting started, things become complicated. And it's that time again what happened before came back to his mind to the resort that he wanted to bury in oblivion. Damn, he got up. It seems to be drying his throat. He decided went down to the kitchen for a drink. Let it brew, he also hot milk to make it faster he can sleep. After he drank the water was he brewed milk. He gulped down the empty glass in hand. So, the beautiful, sophisticated lady drinks milk. Taken by surprise, he let go of the holding a glass. Why are you surprised? He asked, annoyed. Oh, I'm sorry, it apologizes. He picked up the broken ones one by one piece of glass. It helped him. Why did you agree to grandfather's wishes? You marry someone you don't even like known. Later he asked, can you just mind your own business? I just wanted to know. It is also mine business now. Why didn't you object to your grandfather? He asked too. She knew she had taken him off guard. Nope, it immediately fell silent. It's easy to say no to something that isn't you like, only it will be different. It's your decision when the one asking you for favor is the one you love and life sick. He said no, remained silent because he knew such a situation. He was also stuck by his grandfather's plea that he had illness too. The good thing about agreeing with this is seeing you again, seeing the brave woman who willingly gave, cut it out. He violently cut off what he was saying this. Don't remind me of the madness that. One only, you're a mistake that should not be repeated. It was all a mistake. For you. He stepped closer to him. But I don't see it that way, that incident, Reveinne. I have treasured that memory. Oh, shut up. No, I won't shut up. You know you don't as long as a past can be escaped, he said. It was only a few steps away from him. He could feel the heat emitted by its body. It's like passing away. He was in a trance because of their closeness. Like, also the atmosphere. He stepped to his right, toward at the door out of the kitchen. It followed him and quickly blocked his path. Are you afraid of me? Why should I be afraid of you? Like he scolded himself for stammering. It's like he gave her an idea. He is afraid. To his amazement, it was all of a sudden laugh. He screamed. Make me your way, he asked. Tried he sidestepped it so he could pass. But it's like he just pushed a strong one fortress that cannot be shaken. He held her by the arm, then violently converted close to its body. Let go of me, he panicked when he said. In applying their body is for he fell into a cluster of live wires. Suddenly the wave of strong voltage of electricity all over his body. It's so nice holding you in my arms again, he said huskily. He was even more startled. He struggled to get away from those arms, but it is stronger than him. Until the hand stops it and his arm was already in his cheek. His has grown a lot hard. Its hot and fragrant breath is fanning his face. It looked intently as if it was being searched. It is the content of his soul. He also saw her look down at he closed his mouth. That's where it got nailed. It has a long attention span. Not even on purpose is hardly your pity. For one tormenting moment, he agonizingly licked her milk mustache. The erotic licking its tongue on his skin is already starting to grow in the fire forming in his will. Any second from now on, they would be consumed by that fire of desire. Then he was deliciously kissing her. Even though it feels good to him, he still tried to fight you. He is again struggled. It tries to release though. His lips are captive to it. As long as there is left,